I have watched every Billie Jean performance that I could find. And I mean every, I mean from full performances to only performances that we have like a 3 second snippet of. I have watched everything I could find. I'm gonna put them into an iceberg from most known to least known, and then I'm gonna put them into a tier list while we go on. So let's get to it.
Let's
Also,
go.
I'm gonna split this iceberg into this video into like 3 parts. I think that would be best because else it would probably be like an hour and a half something of video. And that would take a lot of time for me to do just in one sitting. So I'm splitting it up in 3 parts, most likely. And then at the end, I'll put them all into like a big video if you want that. But for now, it's 3 parts. And this is part 1. And we will dive into tier 1 and tier 2. Tier 1, which is most known and popular. Now, of course, here we have Motown 25. This performance is most likely a lot of people's first viewing of Billie Jean because it is one of the most iconic performances, as it is his first performance of Billie Jean. So, obviously, it's on the most known tier here. However, it's not that good compared to other performances, but it's not bad. It lays the foundation very well. However, it's clear it's his first time doing it with Billie Jean, of course.
Yeah, I think I said this. When did I say this? When did I say this? When I did my what is the greatest Billie Jean performance, which I did only decided what's the best one. I didn't actually rank them from like I should have ranked them from like 1 to 10 or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I would have the Motown 25 joint like at the very bottom because I think I explained it. I might have explained it to my homie Sasha. It's like imagine if Michael did a song, like his first song, whatever that is. And then you would say, well, his first single is better than a single he put out a decade later. You'd be like, how is that possible? Like, Michael is known to evolve and get better over time. So I would think that his singles in music over time got better, just like his performances over time gets better. This is a very rough draft version of the Billie Jean performance. We don't even have the dance breakdown. We don't even have the spotlight. We don't even have the hat outside of the beginning. Like, it's dope template of what a Billie Jean performance should be, but it's nowhere near the greatest.
That sounds weird out of context. I'm gonna put it in C tier because it's good, but it could be better.
I agree.
And other performances will be better. Next up, we have the 30th anniversary Pro Mix. Now, the Pro Mix has 2 performances, which is of September 7th and September 10th, 2001. So I'm not gonna put this mix into a tier list. I'm gonna put both of them into the tier list when I reach them down the list, but not now. But the Pro Mix is also most likely a lot of people's first viewing of Billie Jean because a lot of people gravitate towards newer performances, and considering this was in 2001, it is more new compared to, let's say, Motown, as I just covered, which was in 1983.
But also, it was televised. Like all the other joints that are probably going to be played, like from the Bad, History, Dangerous tours, weren't necessarily televised like this one was. And I was really thinking, because I was infatuated with Michael Jackson, I probably did see the Motown one, even though I wasn't born yet. But for a lot of people that were born, let's say in the 90s, the 30th anniversary joint might be the first time they actually saw it like live. Like people in the 70s, 80s saw the Motown one. So they probably gravitate towards that one, not only because that's the first time they actually got to saw it live, but also that's the last performance he performed. That's the last Billie Jean performance he did live. So I think a lot of people have nostalgia for that as well. Ari did a reaction to his breakdown of this performance, which he did a very great job. Has some comments that I wasn't too pleased with, but go check that out. But yeah, I don't have actually let him say what he's gonna say though. Hold on.
So a lot of people gravitate towards this because one, it's in 2001, and also it's in New York City, which is very well known, obviously. Honestly, this mix could have been better. And I've actually made a video on this channel where I talk about why I think it could be better. So I'm gonna leave a link to that actually. Now we go on to the Wembley July 16th, 1988 performance. This is the one that was released officially by the estate, and you can watch it on YouTube if you want. This is probably the worst Wembley performance Probably.
Really?
At least of 1988. Like, for some reason, his vocals here sound pretty weird. There's probably like some documented reason. Maybe he's sick. I actually don't know. I just know I don't like how he sings here. The ad-libs are cool, but like some of the dancing is cool too, of course. But like I just feel like all the other women shows seem to be better. For that reason, I'm putting it in C tier. It's not bad, but there's just better. C tier is just in the middle. Think of C tier as the middle of everything. So it's not bad, but it could be better.
I wish I could give a commentary, but I honestly don't. Even though I did a whole watch along to the Wembley concert, the whole bad tour, I don't really remember the Billie Jean performance outside of being a standard Billie Jean performance. Like, to me, it was dope, but I couldn't really tell you anything significantly that came out of that. So that might be why I see it here. I honestly don't remember that for real.
The rest, which is 90% of all people's first fucking viewing of Billie Jean. I cursed. I'm sorry. I need to stop cursing. This was on October 1st, and
don't want to get demonetized.
This is also a performance we have in Pro officially. A lot of people say this is the best performance of Billie Jean, which I highly disagree with. The vocals are not up to par with other performances. There's a lot of ad-libs though, which I guess a lot of people like, including me. I love ad-libs. I love myself some good ad-libs. But the main vocals just aren't that good. That there's a lot of dancing, though there's a lot of energy as well. And it's in great quality because it is an official release. It's nice, it's good. But it could be better, so I'm putting it in C tier. Again, right at the fucking slap dab. I cursed again. Yokohama. I hate this performance.
Really?
I absolutely hate this performance.
Why?
The drums sound goofy, and the way Michael pronounces the vocals sound goofy. Like, the first thing he sings is, "She was more like a beauty queen from movie Sheen." Like, he sounds like he's from the South or something. It sounds weird. It's like Cowboy MJ. How do you do, beauty queen? It sounds weird, and I don't like it.
I could not disagree more. I like it when the vocals or the performance is completely different from what the norm is. Like, I could not disagree more, actually.
And the camera angles suck too. There's some cool video editing, but
yeah, some of the camera,
I
I do.
think
Yeah,
they
some of
spelled
the
Billie Jean with a Y instead of the IE. E tier. It's E. I hate it.
That's
it's
crazy.
Not bad, but it's just I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. Moving on to some Victory Tour, Toronto, October 6th.
Nah, I don't know where you rate the Victory Tour, but I'm telling you right now, there's no way in God's green earth that the performance he did in Toronto on the Victory Tour is anything below a B. I'm telling you right now, if he gives us anything below a B, I'm rage quitting right now. I'm telling you right now. If he puts anything below a B, I'm rage quitting right now. Let's see. I'm dead ass too.
1984. When people go to watch Victory Tour, this is probably the performance they find first because it's the highest quality and most widely distributed, I would say. There are some better quality performances, which we'll get into down the line, but it's a great quality and it's a good performance. It's a great introduction to the Victory Tour overall. It's what introduced me to the Victory Tour. The bass sounds amazing. There's just something about the bass from that tour that just sounds really, really strong. But I'm putting it in C tier because it's not bad at all. No, it's good. It's quite good. But there are other performances from the same tour that are better, in my opinion. So
are you talking solely singing? Hold on, run it.
It's what introduced me to the Victory Tour. The bass sounds amazing. There's just something about the bass from that tour that just sounds really, really strong. But I'm putting it in C tier because, it's not bad at all. No, it's good. It's quite good. But there are other performances from the same tour that are better, in my opinion. Now we go.
So the other performances on the same tour that are better, basically what it's saying. Well, see, now I done made myself a liar. Either I could rage quit or I have to continue. I was so confident he was going to give this at least a B. I mean, it is what it is. I'm doing this video for the people that support my channel, so at the end of the day, it's not really about me at all. All right, let's see what you got to say.
To Munich on July 6th, 1997. This was my first viewing of Billie Jean because it's
Really?
great quality and it's just widely distributed. You can find it all over YouTube because of its quality, I guess. The sound mix is really, really good. His vocals aren't. His vocals are really bad. Probably the worst vocals of 1997. Like, without a doubt. This is the worst vocals of the tour. No, not tour, but 1997 tour. 1997 leg of the history tour.
Yeah.
You get me. And the dancing is also good. There's like 3 toe stands, but there's not a toe stand after the moonwalk, which is
Kind of
it feels a bit laggy.
weird. Yeah.
And he's a bit slow, but there's still a lot of good dancing that I like. He even does my favorite move, the 3-step or James Brown shuffle. Munich 1997 goes in C tier because it's not bad. A lot of people shit on it.
What is it? So I'm trying to figure out like what the ideology. Like, is he going to give us all the C tiers or below C tier first, then give us the B and A? Because that's very risky. As someone who just is a content creator, that's very risky to do all these performances and put Michael Jackson performances in C tier to start off the first like 6 minutes of the video. That's very risky to do. I'm just saying, like, as my mind is, I'm like, okay, that's risky to do, but I'm intrigued to see also what the hell is a B and an A then? If those, especially the Victory Tour, you will not get me to agree with the Victory Tour joint, but all the other joint and Bucharest, yeah, I wasn't really that fond of. No, Yokohama, I actually really like that joint too, so I can't agree with that, but.
Which is fair, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It's not one of the worst ones, not at all. In fact, it's quite good with a lot of the executions of the movement. The breakdown is short, but I like it, so it's in C tier. Moving on to the last one on this tier, we have This Is It, June 6, 2009. This is the one that is
we're
in the documentary.
including this?
This performance is kind of, it's okay on some parts. It shows his creative genius when it comes to dancing and how he could just improvise on the fly and whatnot. And it also shows his evolved dancing from back then when he used to perform it. The last time he performed Billie Jean was in 2001 and this is in 2009, so there's a big gap between him performing it. This is a good performance on some areas, but like the main choreography of the song is like, he doesn't even do the proper moonwalk, and when he does it, it's like 3 slides and we see it from a horrible angle, so we can't really see him how he does it really. And the main choreography is performed with not that much effort because he's rehearsing, but that still counts. All the main Billie Jean things are not that good here, so I'm bringing it down to E tier. That's just how that is. Now we move on to the second tier of the Iceberg, which I've named Known. These are most likely not anyone's first viewing of Billie Jean. They could be, but I highly doubt they are. These performances are more so like, you find the ones I mentioned earlier interesting and you want to see more, then you watch these because they just pop up after you watch one of the other ones. So, yeah. First off, we have Munich, June 27th, 1992. This is a really good performance, and a lot of people say they really, really love the vocals, and so do I. I love the vocals of this performance. It's also cool because it's the first show of the Dangerous World Tour, so you can see some Bad Tour essence in his dancing and how he's performing the song here, which is cool. It is cool, yeah. However, I do prefer his later styles of the tour, but still the vocals are really good here compared to a lot of other shows on this tour, so I'm putting it in A tier. It is a really good performance, but it's not one of my favorites, so moving on. We go to Kuala Lumpur, October 29th, 1996. Now, this is a really good performance. The live vocals here are really good. It's obviously mostly playbacked because it's on the history tour, but the live vocals here sound so good. Like, oh my god, they're definitely some of the best vocals of the history tour in 1996, from Billie Jean, of course. It used to be one of my favorites. It isn't now, however, it's not. But it's really good, so I'm putting it in A tier. It's super good. Moving on, we have Auckland, November 9th, 1996. This performance is, how can I say it? It's good, but it's also bad. Like, the vocals are good, but they also suck at the same time. Like, it's cool that he sings ad-libs, like the he's. He does a lot. He does some of those, and they sound good, but the rest of the vocals sound kind of really low in volume, and he's clearly suffering from laryngitis. There's a good amount of dancing, and the dancing is groovy. He dances in a very groovy manner here. That's the best way I can put it. However, I do not like his makeup. Like the way he looks, the makeup. That sounds horrible. I'm sorry. That sounds really rude. His makeup and hairstyle, I don't like it at this performance, and it could be better. So I'm putting it in C tier. Now moving on to the Munich.
That is so
HD
intriguing to me
white-
because he said that in the 30th anniversary, he mentioned the makeup as well. As someone who I don't notice any of that at all, for real. Like last thing on my mind, I don't notice it at all. I do find it intriguing that he includes literally everything about the presentation, not just the wardrobe, but also the makeup, the hair. Like intriguing. But yeah, thus far, I don't really have an issue with what he's saying right now. I really don't.
Screen 69 4K History 25 release, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's the 69 widescreen edit we have of Munich that least 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't remember. It's Munich, it's just Munich. However, it has clips of July 4th, which is the better Munich show, of course. It makes the performance, or this mix anyways, a lot more interesting. But I'm not going to rank this mix, but I will say I do enjoy this mix a lot. And it shows the potential if there was to be a HD history tour concert release of a mix. Like if they were to do it, I think it would look amazing. It would shed some new light on the history tour because there's a lot of, like, let's say bad tour fans and dangerous tour fans. Dangerous tour fans. No, dangerous tour fans that don't like history tour because there's too much lip singing or because he doesn't have enough energy, which that's stupid. He does have a lot of energy on this tour. I don't know why people say he doesn't have a lot of energy. Like, you must only be watching Munich or some late history tour show. Watch some history tour 1996 shows like Manila. He has a lot of energy there. You ruined my day with these comments, man. Moving on.
So my comment towards the history tour that got nothing to do with like his energy or nothing like that. It's more the vocals. I do not like when he sings playback. That's why I don't care for Motown. I don't care for 30th anniversary. I don't care for most of the history tour. I know people that don't care about playback. They're cool, but to me, I'm more of a bad tour, dangerous tour, outside of, I think, Bucharest, to where he's singing live, singing strongly, and it's ad-libbing, all that good, like, that's good stuff to me. So I have no issue with the energy, the performance, or the dancing. He's still good there. Just I'm really a stickler. My thing is when you're singing, when the backtrack not the backtrack, when the actual audio track is singing instead of him with the live mic, it's like, Victory Tour 2, I love the Victory Tour because Victory Tour performance because it's all live, which I feel like you feel the performance more when the mic is live. That's just me though.
Buenos Aires, October 12th, 1993. This is a very well-known one. But again, I don't think it will be anyone's first viewing of the song. I highly doubt it. This performance is... It's good. It's the only 1993 performance we have in full pro, which kind of brings me to tears because I love 1993. This performance is good. There's a lot of dancing, but there's also... There's a lack of power in it, I would say. The moonwalk is pretty good though, but like it's not one of the best shows to the tour. It's absolutely not one of the best performances. But there's some really cool and unique ad-libs. Like he does a lot of he-he's. And it sounds really, really good. So for that, I enjoyed it a lot, but it's not... It's C tier. It's C tier. It's C tier. Moving on to Bremen, August 8th, 1992. I hate you. I hate this performance so much. The ankles suck penis. It's so bad. And every time I watch it, I'm thinking, I could fix him. I could make this performance better with a new mix. No, I can't. I could make it better with correction. No, I can't. It sucks. It fucking sucks. I hate this performance. And it's not just because of the camera angles. I just don't like it. The vocals are good, but like, he's sick here, I'm pretty sure. And it's kind of evident. Moving on to Cologne on July 11th, 1992. This used to be one of my favorite performances of Billie Jean. Now it is not. This performance is great. It has great vocals sometimes. Sometimes he sounds a bit weak, but other times he sounds really, really good. And the dancing is really cool too, though there could be more. So I'm putting it in B tier. Yeah. It's not the best, but it's better than normal. It's better than other performances for sure. Now moving on to...
I'm intrigued. We still got a few more parts left, so You might not get all the performances, but I am intrigued about one performance in '92 to see how he's going to mark that. But I don't know if it's going to be in this video or in a later video.
Royal Brunei, July 16th, 1996.
Oh, 1996.
I used to love this performance, but then I used to hate it, and now I have accepted it. Now I think it's actually okay. A lot of people would say this is how he would sing Billie Jean live on the History Tour, like fully live, and I kind of disagree. Actually, I disagree a lot, because the way he sings the song at this show is how he sings it on the Dangerous Tour, except now it's at a slower tempo. It's like at the album tempo, a bit slower, I think, actually. And he pronounces the words, the lyrics, way too fast, so the song seems very empty throughout most of the song, which is unfortunate because there is good potential here, and there's also actually a lot of good dancing, but there's just poor camera work, or poor camera angles chosen, because I'm pretty sure it's an edited show, for sure, so like...
Oh, you're saying camera angles. I thought you said I thought you were saying you hate his ankles. I'm going to say hate his ankles like his socks? You're saying angles. Okay, my bad. I was like, wait, ankles? Why do you keep saying his ankle? Like, what? Okay, that makes what if y'all see my face. I'm like, what? Okay, I understand what you're saying. I agree.
They have chosen angles after it was recorded and came out with this mix of it, which could be way better. Whatever. I'm putting this in C tier because it's interesting to hear him sing at a slower pace compared to the Dangerous Tour, which is way faster. I would go to Oslo on July 15th, 1992. This show is interesting because it's in daylight. It's interesting, but I prefer when it's just, at nighttime, when it's dark. It matches the Billie Jean vibe more. Like considering it's in daylight, it just feels like a rehearsal almost. Besides that, the dancing is good. The vocals are good.
Moonwalk. On my bad. I was thinking that loud, right? But that moonwalk is fire.
But that's just it. It's just good. I don't think there's more to it. It's just good. It's not bad.
I disagree.
It's not amazing.
I disagree.
I'm putting it in C tier.
I disagree.
The MTV.
You're not gonna talk about it going down because the '92 the Dangerous Tour is when he starts the performance on the platform, and then he raises down, and then he starts to perform. You gonna talk about it? Okay. I like it because it's different. So I'm the exact opposite. I like it more because it's actually different. We never see Billie Jean done in daylight. Like, we never see that. So it's like, because it's so different, and he still has great energy. Vocals were pretty solid. Not the best, pretty solid. To me, again, also I'm not as harsh a critic. So, but like, it's like, bro, I think it's really dope. So I probably would have put it in B tier, like B plus, like on the border of A for me. So VMAs, how do you judge VMAs? Because you only say like one verse, then he went right into the moonwalk, and then he did the breakdown. I'm actually intrigued to see what he's going to say here. I'm actually very intrigued.
Music Awards. I recently covered this, and I said my thoughts on it there. It's good. The dancing is amazing. It's playback. That's fine. But the dancing is amazing. But I feel like there could be a better variety. Variety. I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. In terms of movement he does, because he just does a lot of the what do you call the move? The heel tap. Which is kind of, it's part of Billie Jean. It's part of like all his songs basically. Like he always does that move. So I'm putting it in C tier because, like, there's some shows that are similar to MJ and Friends performances. I will get to them and you will hear my thoughts on them. They're basically just like the better versions of this performance, honestly. We have Gotham.
I think because the Billie Jean performance is kind of cut short, it's hard to judge it. But I'm thinking of, okay, well, because we don't get all verses on it, but you still get a dope breakdown. Like, I love the breakdown where, like, that's the first time I remember him, like, doing, I don't even know what you call that. He did a moonwalk with his hands in his pocket. Like, come on, man. I mean, nah, bro. That's B for me. That's at least B for me. Only because we don't get the full performance, I can't put above B, but now, I even love the look. I even love the haircut. See, now I'm sounding like, I even love the haircut here. Like, it's different. The performance even feels different because it's not on a stage tour. It's on a award show, which I think, yeah, this is the only time he actually did it at an award show because Motown was an award show. So it's the first time it's on an award show. So even the look is different. The lighting is a little bit different. Again, I love the wardrobe. So to me, damn, yeah, I still have to put it under B. But I really like that performance, though. Like, I really like that performance. Just, it's not better than other performances that are higher.
August 16th, 1997. A lot of people really loved this performance, and I've seen some people think it's the best Billie Jean performance of the history tour, which I disagree with a lot. I don't see how that's possible, because this is an August 1997 show, and this is like the leg of the tour where he's slow, or maybe not slow, but he's in a weird state. There's less dancing, and he's less wild. I think is the best way to describe him on this leg of the tour. But besides that, it is a good performance. He's having a good time, which is good. He's smiling while singing live, mind you. And he sings the "Breaking My Heart" ad-lib in a really unique way. He elongates it, which sounds really, really good. And there's some unique dancing, some alterations to how he usually does things. For example, when he would do the kick normally, here he does like a cool pointing upwards move and like spins around. But it's good, but it could be better. And I think a lot of other 1997 performances of the tour are better. So I'm putting it in C tier. Now moving on to Copenhagen, August 14th, 1997.
Okay.
Now, I am from Copenhagen originally, so I've always found this performance to have a special place in my heart, even though I used to hate it, honestly, even though it is in Copenhagen and I like the location, the venue, whatnot. I used to think this performance actually just sucked peanuts, like just choked on peanuts because it was so bad, but it has grown on me, and in fact, I like it a lot. I think it might actually be my favorite August 1997 performance of Billie Jean, because he does some cool alterations to the choreography, but he still maintains the way he used to do it. He doesn't do less movements here, actually. Like, he dances more here than he does in Gothenburg, I would say. The breakdown is interesting, too, because the standing moonwalk he usually does, he shortens it here. Like, he basically skips it and goes directly into a moonwalk, which seems super cool. Also, when he starts the performance, I think he only thrusts, like, 3 times. Like, in any other performance you'll find, he does it at least 4. I think this is the only performance where he does it 3 times. Yeah, I'm putting in C tier. Moving on to Helsinki.
That's crazy. It's like, to have it down to how many thrusts he does is crazy. Also, like, I want to mention, since he's not mentioning it, just the intro of Billie Jean, how different it is here, where he starts the performance with a suitcase, and like the sound effects, we're opening the briefcase, taking out the glove, taking out the jacket, putting on the jacket, then the hat, and then the spotlight. Like, I also feel like we should be talking about that too. Like, we're gonna break down the whole entire performance down to the thrust. We gotta talk about that too. Even though there's no real variation, I think, from that, but still.
August 26th, 1997. I do not like this performance, but I can acknowledge that it is a good performance, even though I don't like it. I don't like his mannerisms here. Like,
mannerisms?
Oh, that sounds really rude, but like, he's more himself here. Like, he doesn't really have that angry demeanor that the usual Michael Jackson persona is. Like, he isn't that aggressive here, which a lot of people like, which I understand, and I like it too, but I prefer it when it's the normal angry, aggressive demeanor, which the 1996 leg has a lot of, so I usually gravitate toward those performances, but I need to acknowledge that this performance is really good, especially for an August show. It is probably the most energetic Billie Jean performance we have when it comes to August shows, because he does a lot of dancing and unique stuff, and he sings a lot too, with some interesting ad-libs, and he laughs too, which is nice. It's lovely to see him smile. It's really good to see him smile. And because of that, I'm putting it in B tier. He's a happy man, which means I am a happy man as well.
Okay.
Now we go to Seoul.
You're not so much of a... I was getting worried. It was like, oh, he's a little bit too happy here. We're going to put it under D. Like, okay, cool. I was a little worried. Like, all right, cool. All right, we getting somewhere here. Okay.
For 11th, 1996. Now, as I was saying, I usually gravitate towards 1996 performances compared to 1997 performances because of the
I'm sorry.
demeanor and
I'm not
the
paying
work.
attention at all. My bad, dog. I wasn't paying attention at all what you were saying. Hold on.
It's lovely to see him smile. It's really good to see him smile. And because of that, I'm putting in a B tier. He's a happy man, which means I am a happy man as well.
Exactly.
Now we go to Seoul, October 11th, 1996. Now, as I was saying, I usually gravitate towards 1996 performances compared to 1997 performances because of the demeanor and the worst of this leg of the tour, 1996. Like, it's not bad at all because there's still a lot of dancing. I like a lot of dancing, which is why History Tour is my favorite tour, because I really like dancing, and obviously I like vocals too. But when I think of Michael performing live, I usually think of his dancing more than I think of his singing. Back to the actual performance. This is interesting because he's clearly sick here or something. Something. He's out of his mind, it seems. And he seems angry, which is cool, which fits the song. He's also slower, which is interesting to watch. But it also makes his performance seem a bit weaker. But I still think it's really good. But because he's slower, he elongates the way he does a lot of movement. For example, when he does the robotics during the breakdown, they seem really good, which is why this performance has one of my favorite Billie Jean breakdowns like ever. It's just super good. Like there's one cool ad-lib, but that's it, and his ow sounds cool, but the mic is so low you can't hear it that much. But else the vocals are pretty bad. So I'm putting it in C tier. Los Angeles on January 27th, 1989. Now a lot of people know this performance because it's in Los Angeles. That's mainly what gives it recognition. It's the venue. That's how it goes for a lot of performances, honestly. At least to my knowledge. This is a really good bad tour performance. I think it was probably one of my favorites when I started entering the bad tour. And it has always stuck with me because the vocals are really good and the instrumentation sounds really good too. And now that we have a high quality sound mix audio of it, I'm grateful. But yeah, I'm putting it in A tier because it's one of the best, but I have other performances that I think are better. So moving on to the Super Bowl show on January 31st, 1993. This performance is not that good. It's very short. It's too short, to be honest. I don't know why he performed it such a short while. Like, I know that Super Bowl shows have to be like 15 minutes. Super Bowl halftime shows, mind you, have to be like 15 minutes or something. But I feel like he should have extended this song and shortened some other song. Like, I don't have much to say about this performance. I feel it's very lacking.
I'm trying to think of what this set is. It starts with Jam, I believe, right? It starts with Jam. Doesn't Jam go right into Billie Jean? I'm trying to think. Jam, I think it goes into Billie Jean, then it goes black and white, right? Black and I think black and white, then we go into We Are the World, little thing, and then Heal the World, I think. So, I low-key don't want to sacrifice any of those songs. I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah, it's a shame that he had to cut that short, but at the same time, unless you just have him not stand there for 5 minutes before he starts the performance, which that feasibly he could have did that. Maybe we not have him stand up there, but at the same time, I want Michael to be up there for 5 minutes, just like this, and then turn his head. Like, so, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, definitely bottom of the tier list is his Super Bowl halftime performance, like undoubtedly. Plus, actually here, I do feel like it being with, at least with the Dangerous Tour, what is it? I'm about to say O Solo. What I think is it O Solo? It being the daytime, you still, because you have the covering of the stage, you still get to see the lighting and everything. Here, it being open space, it just doesn't look right. Like it just. So here's where I'm actually going to agree that Billie Jean being in the daytime actually doesn't look right. Like imagine if this happened in the nighttime. Like I think it would be way cooler. So yeah, this is definitely down the list for me.
It's too short. I'm putting it in E tier. Now we go to Seoul on June 25th, 1999. Now, this is what I was talking about when I said that the MJ and Friends shows are just better versions of the MTV 1995 performance, because they are. For starters, they have a live band, which sounds fantastic. really, really good. And the dancing is also just better. Like, plus the outfit is better. Like he takes the fedora off for like 5 seconds and puts it back on. So it's really cool to see him perform the chorus of the song with the fedora on. I really think that's really cool. And the dancing is super cool. He does the moonwalk to the opposite side. I like this performance a lot. I do, but it's not one of my favorites. I like performances out of the full song of Billie Jean. That's it's lacking a bit because it's not the full song. But what the performance does have is really good. So I'm putting it in B tier. And now the brother of this performance is in Munich, June 29th. No, June 27th or June 29th. Is it June 27th? It's June 27th, right? On
Turn like a motherfucker.
1999. It's the same as Soul, actually.
My bad.
Like,
Again, my
equally
bad.
good.
Hold on, my bad. I forgot how much he's the spin on that. Like, hot damn, Mike. Like, shit. I forgot how much. Hold on. All right, hold on.
Gene, that's it's lacking a bit because it's not the full song. But what the performance does have is really good. So I'm putting it in B tier. And now the brother of this performance is in Munich, June 29th. No, June 27th or June 29th. Is it June 27th? It's June 27th, right? On 1999. It's the same as Soul, actually. It's just like they're equally good. I'm putting it in B tier.
Yeah.
In B tier. I totally forgot the Brunei history to his show. So I'm just gonna do it here real quick. It's C tier because the dancing is good, the vocals are good, but I really don't like the angles. But in general, it's just standard. It's just good, really. And that brings me to the end of the first part of this ginormous Iceberg video. The next part we're gonna cover the third tier, maybe the fourth tier, but probably just the third tier because there's a lot of shows there. But for now, this is the first part of this Iceberg video that I've made. So I hope I see you in part 2 and also in part 3 when that comes out.
All right, shout out to Murad. Again, I listened to the people. It took me 5 years, but I'm finally reacting to it, even though this video only been out a year. But finally reacted to the tier list part 1. So we're gonna do this in parts. For the most part, I think probably my biggest disagreement with him is probably the performance that was done in the daylight. I actually really liked it. I think it looks different and cool. Also, Victory Tour. Put in Victory. LA Victory. No, not LA. The Toronto joint in C? Nah, bro. Low key, I have that. Actually, low key, I might have that in A. I'm thinking of the live vocals. I'm thinking of the performance. Because it's the first time was not the first time. It's televised. Like, the first time it's actually broadcasted. But to me, like, I can't remember what his issue. I think because he said other performances on the tour were better. But, like, in terms of criticizing just that particular performance, I don't see a weak spot in there at all, really. Maybe his vocals aren't the strongest. But, yeah, I couldn't disagree more with those two in particular. Everything else, I'm like, okay, cool. So, yeah. Again, shout out to Monrad, Billie Jean, Iceberg tier list, part 1 reaction. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the things of the things. Ain't gotta go home. Do gotta get to stepping. Peace.
Did you tell me this was over? There ain't no use talking it over. Yeah. Or can you try to tell me sooner? Or can you tell me it was over?